Hi guys, it's Andy from mcfcfantv and welcome to this new series and it's called Summer Transfers, and what we're going to do is going to look at some of the areas that I believe City need to improve on in the summer, and this particular episode is all about the left-back situation. Now, as we know, where Alexander Zinchenko had a really good season this season. Is he a natural left-back? Probably not. We've also got Ben Mendy, who's it's such a shame. Injuries have taken his toll on him, and I just can't see him staying at City beyond this summer. I might be wrong, but I do think it's an area we need to invest in. We saw what happened when we paid the right money and got the right player in Ruben Diaz, and I think the left-back area is something, even though Zinchenko's been good, I think it's an area we do need to seriously have a think about in the summer. And I do believe City might go for somebody. Now, who that will be, I don't know. There are lots of left backs out there, and so I thought, okay, I can't pick all of them. So let me take a look. Anyway, I was trolling through various websites, and I was looking at what 4-4-2, who they consider to be the top 10 left backs in world football right now. Now, in at number 10, I'll talk through these and then I'll go through the players that I've selected. In at number 10 is Ben Chilwell. Now, I'm not going to go through Ben Chilwell and his performance and stats and things like that, because I don't believe he'll leave Chelsea, not after winning the Champions League. And obviously with Thomas Tuchel there, I think Chilwell won't go anywhere. I think they've got their manager now, and I think Chilwell's staying. So I'm not going to talk about Chilwell. Lucas Digne is in at 9. I am going to talk about him. Jordi Alba at Barcelona. I can't see City signing a 32, 33-year-old player. So I can't see that happening. I really can't. And even though Barca need the money, I'm not going to talk about Alba. Kieran Tierney is in at 7. I am going to talk about him. Whether he'd leave Arsenal or not, I'm not too sure. Number 6 is Rafaelguerrero, or it's easy for me to say, Guerrero, of Borussia Dortmund. Now, I am going to talk about him. Number 5 is Luke Shaw. He's not going to move to City. Not that we really want him. Number 4 is Ferland Mendy of Real Madrid. I am going to talk about him. Number 3 is Theo Hernandez of AC Milan. I'm going to talk about him. Number 2 is Andrew Robertson of Liverpool. That ain't happening. And number 1 on the list of left backs, according to 4-4-2 in the world, is Alphonso Davies, and I will talk about him. I'm not too sure whether we will be able to get him, but let's have a look first. We're going to look at Lucas Digne, and obviously a player that we've spoken about quite a lot on the channel when we've had Cal on, the Everton fan, and also Cameron from the Mighty Blues. If we look at what they say about Lucas Digne, well, whether Everton play a back 4 or a back 3, well, at the time of writing, gaffer Carlo Ancelotti has grown to expect top-class performances from the left-back. The French international has become a leader at Goodison Park, driving the team forward down the flank. 6 assists are evidence of his attacking contribution for the Toffees, but he is among the best in the world from a purely defensive standpoint. Digne remains in pole position to start on the left of a back 4 for France this summer. He missed out on the World Cup glory through injury 3 years ago. He'll have a point to prove this time around. So that's what basically 4-4-2 are talking about him. Now, I looked at his stats. Now, he'll be 28 in July. So he's in the right age group. You know, he's not too old. Though I think City might want someone a little bit younger. Now, as we know, we've seen him play in the Premier League a lot. He's quick, he's strong, he's got a good left foot. But he did have a poor game against Man City, and so he has got poor games in his locker, albeit it was against City. Now, in the Premier League, he had 30 appearances, no goals, and got 7 assists. In all competitions, he played 36 games, no goals, 7 assists. Now, looking at Football Critics' rating, and I'll use that to keep it standard. Football Critic, they gave him a rating of 79 out of 99. Now, he's contracted to Everton till June 2025, so he's still got a number of years left on his contract. Though the big thing with this, for me, is the fact Ancelotti's left. Now, I think if Ancelotti would have been here now in the summer and going forward, I couldn't see Ancelotti letting him go. But we don't know who the replacement's going to be. So will Digne start thinking about maybe planning a move elsewhere, depending on who's coming in? I don't know. I'll rate these out of 10 at the end as to who do I think, what a rating out of 10 of whether I think there is a possibility there or not. But Luca Digne, is a good player. He's very good. He's very quick as well. Another player, bit of an outside shout. And this is Kieran Tierney, though. Again, I'm not sure whether he will leave. Now, it says here about the Scotsman has proved himself one of the few really top-class players earning his bread at Arsenal this season. The Gunners have a number of talented youngsters and plenty of misfiring stars, but perhaps only Tierney among their outfield players has shown the consistency, tenacity and quality of an elite footballer. He's aggressive on and off the ball, hassling and harrying opposition wingers when out of possession and bombing forward when his side has the ball. Unless Arsenal can offer the former Celtic man a better chance of winning major silverware in the seasons ahead, it might be tough to keep hold of him. Now, as we know, Mikel Arteta is there. Now, Tierney, as we know, is a good all-round player, solid, and the words in there were consistent. And he's been probably Arsenal's best player this season. He's got a good left foot. He's a good crosser of the ball. Now, he's in the right age bracket. He's 24. I forgot to mention before, Luca Digne, transfer market give him a value now. We know this is just their value of 31.5 million. They give Tierney 28.8 million. So I think it was 24 million they bought him for from Arsenal. So he's gone up in value. In his appearances in the Premier League, 27 appearances, 1 goal and 4 assists. In all competitions, he played 38 times, got 2 goals and 5 assists. In a stuttering Arsenal team, not too bad. Football Critic ratings, they give him 82, so 3 more than Luca Digne. Now, he's contracted until June 2024. And Luca Digne, June 2025. So, he's still got 3 years left on his contract. Now, would he leave Arsenal? I'm not too sure. How much money would City have to pay? I'm not too sure. But he's definitely Premier League experience. He's in the right age bracket, 24 years of age. We know he's solid. We know he's consistent. We know he's a proper left back. He's not a converted left back. He's a proper left back. He's pretty quick. He's strong. He likes to tackle, and he's a good crosser of the ball. So a rating of 82 for Football Critic. Moving on to the next one, if I can find him. Yes, and this one is Rafaelguerrero. Now, when it comes to this guy, the 442 say the Portugal international was included in the UEFA team of the tournament as its nation were crowned European champions 5 years ago. He was just 22 years old at the time, and now he will be aiming for a repeat this coming summer. Obviously, he's at Borussia Dortmund, and he joined in the summer of 2016, has developed into one of the Black and Yellow's most consistent third performers. Few left-backs in world football boast the footwork, first touch and finishing of the Bundesliga man, with teammate Jude Bellingham informing 442 that he has impressed him more than any other player since joining the club. So, Guerrero. Now, I looked at his stats. On Transfer Market, they gave him a value of 36 million. He's 27 years of age, so he's right in that, he's okay. We've still got another good 3, 4, 5 years out of him. In the Bundesliga, he had 27 appearances, 5 goals and 11 assists. Overall, played 40 times in all competitions, 6 goals and 11 assists. They're decent stats for a left-back, 6 goals and 11 assists overall. He's contracted until June 2023, so he's only got a couple of years left on his contract. Now, Football Critic give him a rating of 87. Now, we know he is technically very, very good. He's brilliant at dead ball situations, very skillful, likes to tackle as well. This guy's interesting when we look at all of them overall. Though 27, still young enough for City to go in for somebody like that. But will they? Won't they? I don't know. Let's look at the next one, and that's Ferland Mendy. Now, when we talk about Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid, 442 said, having to fill Marcelo's boots is not a fate you'd wish on your worst enemy. Yet Ferland Mendy has shown he has all the ingredients to help take Real Madrid into a new era. No, he doesn't have that jaw-dropping samba magic of Real Madrid's number 12, but he makes up for that with defensive intelligence and extreme physicality. Mendy is lightning quick, good on the ball, and reads the game well. He has dovetailed with the Brazilian master this season. Marcelo is still among the world's top fullbacks and appears to be thriving under his tutelage. He needs to work on the attacking side of his game, particularly his crossing, but there are a few better defenders on the list. So Ferland Mendy then, he's 26. Transfer market give him a value of around £45 million. We know he's strong. We know he's quick. He's not as good going forward as some of the others. And is that something we really want after we've seen, certainly the defensive frailties that Benjamin Mendy brought to the side for the money that we outlaid on him? So he's 26. La Liga appearances, 26, 1 goal, no assists. Overall, 38 games, 2 goals, no assists in a Real Madrid team. Don't know about that. Those stats, maybe, not always onto stats, but he's contracted until June 2025. So he's still got 4 years on a contract at Madrid. Football Critic give him a rating of 82. Now, right age, 45 million transfer market, give him probably be a lot more than that if you wanted to prize him away from Madrid. And with the likes of Marcelo on his way out, I can't see Real Madrid selling him. I really can't, but you never know. On to the next one. Let me find him. And that is Theo Hernandez. Now, Theo Hernandez, 442, say the standout left-back in Serie A this season. Hernandez has contributed to 9 league goals for AC Milan this campaign, 4 goals and 5 assists. Arguably the best dribbler on the list, the Frenchman is a joy to watch when in possession, taking on players and helping to overload opposition defences. On the ball, his composure and passing are unparalleled among Serie A defenders, though his crossing leaves a lot to be desired. Still just 23, Hernandez is yet to play for the senior French national side, evidence of the strength in depth Didier Deschamps has. He has got a huge future ahead of him. So, Theo Hernandez. Now, he is 23, so he's right in that perfect age bracket. Transfer market give him a value of around £45 million at AC Milan. Now, his Serie A appearances, 33 appearances, 7 goals and 6 assists. Overall, 45 appearances, 8 goals and 8 assists. So, great stats, really, really good stats. He's in contract until June 2024, so he's still got 3 years left. And Football Critic give him a rating of 82. Now, positionally, he's very, very good. He's technically brilliant. He loves a tackle. He's strong and he's quick. Now, 7 goals and 6 assists, 8 goals and 8 assists. Not bad considering that 442 say his crossing isn't or leaves a lot to be desired. But I really like this guy. I really, really do. But that leads me on to the last one who be a dream signing. I can't see this happening. And that is obviously Alphonso Davies. Now, he's voted number 1 left-back in the world, according to 442. And nicknamed Roadrunner by his teammates. He broke the Bundesliga sprint speed record last June, clocking an eye-watering 22.6 miles an hour. The Canadian is lightning quick, possibly the quickest player in the world football right now, but there's more to his game than speed. A natural winger, Davies still plays in more attacking role for his country. He's a serious threat going forward. His movement and dribbling are world class, meaning defenders often find themselves overwhelmed when he advances to join Leroy Sané down Bayern's left flank. This in turn allows the German to move inside and cause havoc in the box. He's a solid defender too, with one-on-ones rarely resulting in his opponent coming out on top. On the rare occasion he's beaten, Davies has the speed to recover and win the ball back. So he is a sensational player. He's only 20. I mean, it's a perfect age to get somebody like that. Transfer market give him a value of £63 million. I suspect it'd be an awful lot more than that if City were ever able to prize him away from Bayern Munich. Though when you look at it, in a very strong, very, very strong Munich team, 23 appearances in the Bundesliga, 1 goal and 2 assists. Overall, 35 goals, 35 appearances overall, 1 goal and 3 assists. So you'd think with his lightning pace and everything else and the amount of players that he's had around him, he would get more goals and more assists than that, really, in a brilliant, brilliant Bayern team in the Bundesliga. He's contracted until June 2025. Football Critic give him the highest rating. They give him the elite level. He's on 89 out of 99. It's the highest. He's the highest rated left back in the world, according to them. So, right, who am I? Let me give him a rating, a possible rating of coming to City. Well, I'll go with Alphonso Davies first, and I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I just can't see. I just cannot see Bayern letting him go. He's a prize asset. He really is a very, very exciting player. So I can't see that happening. You would love it, but I can't see that. Theo Hernandez. I really like this guy. I really, really do like him. I'm going to give this one 7.5 out of 10 for coming to City. 8 goals and 8 assists. That's decent. 8 goals for a left back. That's really, really good. Ferland Mendy, I'm going to give it as a 6 out of 10. I can't see Madrid letting him go. I really can't, unless they're desperate for the money, which they never are they? They're never desperate for the money at Madrid. So I can't see that happening. On to Rafaelguerrero. June 23, he's only got 2 years on his contract. We know Dortmund like a deal. He's technically very, very good. 6 goals and 11 assists in all competitions last year, which is very good. He's brilliant on the ball. Technically very, very good. Dead ball specialist. I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10. You know, City might want to sniff. Would they be interested in a swap deal with Mendy? We've got Mendy that we can throw in there, and with a bundle of cash. I'll give that a 7.5 out of 10. Kieran Tierney. He's contracted till June 2024. I can't see this happening. I can't see City going for him or prizing him away from Arsenal, if I'm being honest. Not under Arteta. Though he's a solid player and would make sense because he's got experience. So I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10. I just can't see him moving, which leads me to the last one, and that's Digne. Though he's got no goals, 7 assists in a team that was flying at one stage under Ancelotti and then sort of drifted off towards the end of the season, and it was a strange season with no fans in the stadium. But he's contracted until June 2025. He's 28. He's in the right, he's in the right area there or thereabouts. I prefer something younger, but I'm going to give this one a possible 8 out of 10. If I had to pick one out of all of them, it'd be this guy. It'd be Theo Hernandez for me. That's the player I would go for if I was Manchester City. Right age, 8 goals, 8 assists. It'd be between him and maybe Guerrero, but I'm going to stick with this one. Theo Hernandez. There it is. That's my shout. Give me your thoughts in the comment below. Left backs. I'm sure some of you, I know a lot of you out there watch a lot of European football. There might be some of the left backs out there that you think are better than some of the ones that I've chosen. But they've got to be realistic and not just throw in a load of names. But if you have, give us a shout out in the comments below. But anyway, this is Andy from mcfcfantv. Take care. That's the left backs. Episode 2 we'll be moving on to soon, and we'll look at the various different options for Manchester City in this summer, and we'll go through maybe in midfield, maybe strikers and wingers and things like that. But take care. We'll see you soon.